Africa is a land of vast natural resources, ranging from minerals to wildlife. Among these resources, gold has been a significant contributor to the continent's economic growth. However, in recent years, the illegal smuggling of gold has become a significant issue in many African countries, threatening. Gold is a highly prized commodity, with its value increasing in recent years due to global economic uncertainties. This has led to a rise in demand for the precious metal and, in turn, a surge in illegal gold mining and smuggling activities in Africa. Illegal gold mining is prevalent in many African countries, with small-scale miners using dangerous and environmentally destructive methods to extract the metal. These activities are often unregulated and pose a severe threat to the environment, the health of the miners, and the communities surround.
Most of these funding sources have been from foreigners and then have been from the top political elite in the society. That is the reason why battling illegal mining has also been difficult.
Smuggling gold out of Africa often involves complex networks of individuals and organizations, from the miners to the traders who transport the metal across borders. Corruption and weak law enforcement systems have made it difficult to curb the illegal trade, with smugglers finding new and creative. The smugglers use various tactics to conceal the origin and destination of the gold, including false documentation, mislabeling, and bribery. They also use informal channels, such as cross-border trade and smuggling routes, to avoid detection.
That controls money laundering in South Africa.
There was 50 million rand in cash in the houses, in suitcases.
And Mr. Stanley's meeting with President Mnangagwa comes at a price.
Because his time is so valuable, the facilitation fee will be $200,000.
Our focus on this epistle is on the invasion of the gold mafia syndicate in Zimbabwe involving top government official, including Pentecostal pastor, Prophet Hubert Angel. Hubert Angel is one of Zimbabwe's most influential diplomats. Hubert Angel offered to use his status to launder millions of dollars through a gold smuggling scheme.
Gold, we can do it right now. We can make the call right now, and it's done with the president of Miners Association right this minute.
The president of Zimbabwe's Miners Federation is Henrietta Rushweya.
They want to invest in gold and buy gold and maybe send a private jet, picks up gold every week.
That's perfect. No, that's okay. Let's do it, bro.
$5 million can be cleaned every week. $1 million can be cleaned every week.
Yes, you heard that. $5 million can be cleared every week.
Get gold worth $5 million every week. We'll take it out. Bring another $5 million.
The ambassador is not bothered that the cash is being laundered.
It's money that cannot be declared in the country of origin.
We've already discussed it. That we don't want to talk about.
He explains a plan to smuggle the dirty cash into Zimbabwe using his diplomatic status.
Right now I can put a bag like this with 1.2 billion and put a red tape written diplomat. That's it.
Angel made the offer during an operation that was part of Gold Mafia, an investigation into several gold smuggling gangs in southern Africa, with Zimbabwe and South Africa as key hubs. The investigation reveals how these gangs have turned Western sanctions meant to target Zimbabwe's government into an opportunity to smuggle large quantities of gold and launder hundreds of millions of dollars through a complex web of companies and bribes. Move all stains of corruption from their dirty cash. Among those mechanisms was the use of Angel's diplomatic clout. Officially, the pastor diplomat is tasked with finding investors to come to Zimbabwe. However, Angel made it clear that he was willing to help smuggle gold and launder money. President's niece. Central to Angel's goal for dirty money operations is Henrietta Rushweya, president of the Zimbabwe Miners Association. Rushweya, who is also President Mnangagwa's niece, told Angel and the reporters on a phone call that smuggling 100 kilograms of gold each week would be no problem.
$5 million every week. We take it out. Bring another $5 million.
The ambassador is not bothered that the cash is being laundered.
It's money that cannot be declared in the country of origin.
We've already discussed it. That we don't want to talk about.
He explains a plan to smuggle the dirty cash into Zimbabwe using his diplomatic status.
Right now, I can put a bag like this with 1.2 billion and put a red tape written diplomat.
The scheme would need an initial investment of 10 men of dirty cash into the government's gold refinery, Fidelity. Of that, 5 men would be held in reserve by Fidelity for the duration of the scam, with the rest being used every week to buy gold. Once the gold is bought, another 5 men would be brought in to buy more gold until all the money had been laundered into the precious metal, which would then be sold internationally for legitimate, clean cash.
Not only in the smuggling of gold or laundering of money, but also charging people to have access to the president is criminal. So we are now waiting to see whether the government is going to prosecute these people. But we are not hopeful based on what has happened in the past.